Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching another episode of Stunt Shows and Shenanigans, where we review all the episodes of the week, the news of the week, and we figure out whether it's a stunt, it's a show, or if it's a shenanigan. Listen, this is a little snippet. I wasn't going to do a full show, and you all know that I'm not doing a full show. I left it on Twitter and I left it on YouTube that I was not doing a full show, but I didn't want to leave y'all without a little something. So, here we are doing the little snippets. And so what I'm going to do is take some of the news that came through here. It wasn't a very, very big news week, but I am still piggybacking off of this Drake and Kendrick. And this will probably, unless something else happens, this will probably be the last time we talk about it. But let me just go over some other news. So we are in this realm of hip hop, and we're also in the realm of Twitch and gaming and things like that. So we're going to be in this little realm again. If you like what you see, please hit that like button and also subscribe. And once you subscribe, you'll be open to a plethora of movies and television shows that I have completed, that I have reviewed, my pop culture chats, and my Saturday show, Stunt Shows and Shenanigans. All right. So this is a recap. This first story that we're going to do really quick is a recap of a story that I did a few months ago. This story was about Kai Cenat. He is a big gaming. He has a big gaming channel on Twitch. You remember back, I believe it was in was it August, September, October of last year. It was in August, actually, August 4th. He on his Twitch channel had Kai Cenat. He on his Twitch channel, he told people he was going to be in New York and he was going to give away all of these different things. Well, he has a following of millions, from my understanding. And he told those million followers. And so, if he has millions of followers throughout the world, you could imagine how many followers he had up in New York City. Anyway, what happened was that a riot ensued because people were trying to get these Xboxes, people were trying to get these gift cards, people were trying to get these things. So he was doing something where he thought that he was giving back to his followers, his fans. He underestimated the number because he told them, well, I'm going to be standing here in this street and you all can come up and, whoever, I guess it was first come, first serve, he was going to give them Xboxes and gift cards and all kinds of other stuff. And he caused a pandemonium and they ended up charging him with inciting a riot. Well, here's the news. The follow-up to that. Kai Cenat's riot charges dropped after he apologizes and pays for the Union Square mayhem. So let's read this. This is from the Associated Press. Charges of inciting a riot will be dropped against the online streamer Kai Cenat after he agrees to pay restitution and apologize for luring thousands of fans to New York Union Square last year. Cenat and two co-defendants agreed to pay more than $57,000 in restitution and apologize on social media for the August 4th mayhem that followed Cenat's announcement that they will be giving away video game consoles and other electronic devices, the Manhattan District Attorney Office said. So, apparently, Kai Cenat apologized on his Snapchat. I would have made him apologize on all of his streaming channels, whether he had a Snapchat, whether he had a Twitch or anything, any channel that he had. I would have had him to post it, like on YouTube. He would have could have posted it in his community post, because they only let him. They said it had to be up for 24 hours. So all those incidents where he had a social media, I would have asked that he would have done that. That's just would have been me, because he may only have 50,000 fans on Snapchat versus the millions that he has on Twitch and the millions that he has on YouTube. So whichever one had the most, I would have picked them all. So I wanted to do that quick follow-up on Kai Cenat because that was a story that I did cover, but I wanted to go back and let you all know about this. Now let's keep moving. Again, we are going to keep moving through here. This is a snippet, so we don't want it to be that long. I also want to go over, that Drake and Kendrick Lamar had their beef, and we have covered that beef on Stunt Show Shenanigans, the last show. And I also covered the seedy side of this beef with the allegations, like from Drake, of being a PDF file and an SA, possible alleged SA abuser. We covered those things, and we also covered also with Kendrick Lamar supposedly DAing his ex-girlfriend, because I, from what I'm finding out now, he and Whitney are no longer together. That's what I'm finding out. So with all of that, I wanted to do a follow-up, because I also did a story about the security guard at Drake's Toronto mansion was shot earlier. What was it, Monday or Tuesday? I believe it was Monday morning, early Monday morning. Well, there is a follow-up story. There was another trespasser there. So let me pull up my screen really quick. Let me share my screen so you all can see this. And this is coming from NBC News. It says police were called to Drake's home after another trespasser tried to access his property. This is written by Deja Tolentino, Matthew Johnson, and Diane Dasrath. A person tried to gain access to Drake's mansion in Toronto Thursday afternoon, according to law enforcement. So this is the second to do so this week. So he has had 3 incidents at his Toronto mansion. The first one is the person got shot. He also had another trespasser that had come to the home. I think that was Tuesday or Wednesday. And then it looks like he's had this one. So let's see. The incident comes after another trespasser was apprehended at the rapper's home on Wednesday. A source familiar with Drake's property told NBC News at the time that the person was immediately confronted at the gate by security and turned over to the police. Police said the incident Wednesday was not a criminal matter. They said details will not be released about the person in accordance with Ontario Mental Health Act. Interesting. The act provides a means for people to receive an emergency assessment without their consent through support of a physician or a justice of the peace. The trespassing incident follows a shooting on Drake's property that seriously injured a security guard on Tuesday morning. The guard was shot from a vehicle which fled the scene, the police said. Motives around the shootings and trespassers have not been made public. But they do talk about that he was embroiled in a feud with Kendrick Lamar. So I wanted to update you all on that there are people out here wilding out for no reason. And so we wanted to go over that. So I've gone over Kai Cenat. I've gone over the trespasser at Drake. I wanted to also kind of go over just some, and I don't know where to qualify this information, honestly. Because there are so many things going out in regards to the Drake and Kendrick beef. One of the things that went out earlier this week was the fact that it was told that Kendrick Lamar and Drake's record label were meeting in regards to Kendrick and Lamar's beef, and they wanted Kendrick to apologize to Drake for calling him a PDF file and all those other allegations. And, you know, it was told that Kendrick refused, yada, yada, yada. Now, according to TMZ, that meeting or anything like that did not happen. According to TMZ and their sources, TMZ says that, let me look at this article. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but I'm just going to read a little bit over it. It says here, Drake and Kendrick Lamar's rumor about being UMG mediating the BS, the label is not interfering. So again, you know, I just talked about that. They were talking about that a lot of people on Twitter, and there was like this blind item coming out that's saying that they were mediating against him, and they wanted they wanted Kendrick to apologize to Drake. According to TMZ, that was not true. It says here, there's a rumor going around that Drake and Kendrick Lamar shared music label tried to force them to squash their beef, but it turns out it's totally unfounded. Here's the deal. A blind item is being circulated that purports to have inside scoop on an alleged meeting between Kendrick, Drake, and Universal Group, which both artists are technically signed to via distribution subsidiaries. There's a few bullet points addressed, and I'll share that. Let me see if I can share my screen with that one, and we'll go over really quickly these bullet points. So it says here, it says from an insider, one of the bullet points was that PG Lang, Kendrick, and EXO, The Weeknd, as of yesterday, were asked by Universal Music Group to end the beef with OVO Drake. Kendrick apparently isn't budging at all, but UMG is pressing hard on their request to squash the beef. UMG also had a Zoom meeting with all of the parties involved, and they want Kendrick and other directly or said through PG Lang to post a statement clarifying that Drake isn't a PDF file if Kendrick agrees to end the beef. The next bullet point is that Drake is losing the beef in UMG's eyes. So from UMG's perspective, the sooner that this beef ends, the better. The PDF allegations directed at Drake are costing UMG, Nike, and other parties a lot of money. So you see that this is what the blind item was that started this. And according to TMZ, that is false. But did y'all know that Drake dropped a shoe? I put that in my community page that Drake dropped a shoe line. Isn't it interesting that every time he makes a deal with a shoe company, because you remember the story of Adidon that was dropped by Pusha T, Drake lost a deal, or the deal didn't do as well as it could have because of the rollout of Pusha T's story of Adidon. He lost that deal, or the deal didn't come to fruition like he thought it would with Adidas. And so now you see the same thing with Nike. And one of the things about that Nike deal that I saw, and I saw little snippets of this on TikTok, was the fact that people were writing up under the reviews and things like that, the different names that they were calling these shoes. If you want to go look at that, go look at that. But honey, these people were very, very vicious, very, very vicious. And my last thing, and this is, I'm going to end it here. I wanted to share with you. Now, you know that Metro Boomin and, what is this? King Wallonius. If you see it down here in the corner of my overlay here, King Wallonius did a song called BBL DRIZZY, and then Metro Boomin jumped on that track and provided this beat. And Metro Boomin put it out there to everyone that if you can do if you could rhyme over this beat or do whatever, I'll get you a free beat and $10,000. And I had said earlier that I thought that was good, that there's something good was coming out of this versus some of the bad news that we've been seeing through this. But baby, I just wanted to really quickly, I don't know if it'll play or not, but there are people that are so creative, and they have jumped on this BBL DRIZZY track. Baby, you've got people in Japan rapping in Japanese. You've got people from Germany rapping on this beat. You have just young lady, it looks like from India, is dancing to the beat. I'm just going to show anything. There's a young man on here who is like just going over the different things. I think he's on part 12, 13, 14. But let's see if I can share my screen and just show you just a few pieces of this. Let's see. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is the young man on here. I think is let's. Got the young lady from India. She's dancing. She says she couldn't rap, but she definitely can dance.
Oh my God. Wait.
This is one that's funny to me.
Hurry. Welcome back. Oh, I see you brought the fam. I didn't know you had this many kids. It's really great to meet the Grams. Now, how is that BBL looking? I'm glad that you didn't go down to Brazil. Can you finally sit down? How does it feel? I would tell you to sleep on your tummy, but abdomens really need more time to heal. Today what we do is a rhinoplasty, your brow lift, and a cap shine. You can do with some Botox if you ask me. Another penile injection. I'm sorry, but that would be sloppy. I'm a guy that takes pride in his work. If you act too much filler, it'll end up all floppy. Am I still invited to the party? You bring the ladies and I'll bring the lines? Yeah? Awesome, I'll see you at 9. If you feel any pain, take these and you should be fine.
Don't act like you don't know me.
Everybody. Here she is, one of the ladies. All right, I think I'll play one more if I can find that one more. I mean, just everyone is doing a whole bunch of little different things. I think this young lady is dancing. Anyway, you go through here. This young man is playing the guitar. Anyway, we'll just stop sharing. But everybody and their grandmama, hope you heard all of those. Everybody and their grandmama is into this BBL DRIZZY, and it has ignited TikTok. Everybody is on there doing their little version, using their own particular talents to be able to add to this challenge. So it is I would tell you, this goes down in the storybooks, whatever side that you fall on this Drake and Kendrick beef. I will tell you, this is the most I've seen people get together and come together and with a distrumental, somebody dissing you with an instrumental. All right, so we do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video if you care. Please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell your coworker, tell that heifer that you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos, child. And as always, people, bye-bye.